this
Can you see my video?
I can see, yeah, with all this technology, we still have to hold up handwritten signs.
Hey, but I liked our hand signals and the little
Right, of course.
the
Hang
good
up.
communication there. This morning was good. This morning was good. It was chair design, and
Oh, you got to that. Good.
yeah, I did. I got to that, and I was strictly there to observe. And you know what I liked about it? He used some really good terms to kind of awaken everybody up with the
Oh.
idea that, and it was the idea that, and he used this term, David, which I related to, and I thought was great, and it's where it should have been. It was the idea of, when you're going to move into chairs, you have to change your vocabulary.
I was going to say language is everything, isn't it?
That was the whole thing, and I was like, there we go, And then from that point on, he said a few things. You know what he uses? Hide glue.
Hide glue. There you go. Now, who
Then
was this? Was this Brian
Boggs?
Boggs?
Boggs, yeah, Boggs.
He's the chairmaker.
And the thing is, the only comment I heard at the end, they have a little survey and stuff.
Yeah.
And one guy turned around and he kind of, like this, you're all sitting there, and he just kind of turns around and he said, if there's one thing that I can say, it was too short. So that it was, that they enjoyed it.
That's a good compliment, actually.
Yeah.
Now, he uses the hide glue because he likes the reversibility of it? Or the open time,
no.
Or what
Actually, what he does is he almost like sizes with a coat of hide glue, a real thin coat.
Yeah.
Lets it cure.
Yeah.
Then goes back and puts a second coat on when he's joining his furniture together.
Okay.
And I thought that was pretty good.
And is he using the hot pot, or is he using the old brown glue, or?
That's old brown glue. Is that the guy? Is that the chemist who's making it in his basement or something like that? That's what.
Yeah, it doesn't require a hot pot. I'm trying to remember that guy's name. I think it's Patrick
actually
something. I've got the website.
Patrick Edwards. Is that it?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, he mentioned his name. It was what he did say though is he does heat his up. Because somebody asked that question.
Okay.
Because they were trying to distinguish between, is that regular hide glue that we're thinking of a glue pot, or is this the kind you get up on? And he said you shouldn't heat it up to 140 degrees. It gets too watery.
Right,
but he
does,
a bit
so it's more thin.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Then all of a sudden we got a back
that was
view
pretty
good.
Of this one particular
then,
chair.
David,
this chair, the lines on this chair were beautiful, really beautiful. Yeah, it was interesting, and that's the part. Like, the part.
Did you like that it had a taper to it?
Well, that was the whole thing. The line was the taper of the chair.
Yeah.
And it was an armed dining chair.
Okay.
Okay. So we're looking at the back view now. The tapered legs come up.
Yeah.
The arms.
Okay.
The arms connect to the back legs.
Okay.
And so the arm support that connects to the chair frame.
Yes.
Angles up.
Oh.
And when you look at the back of the chair, the legs came up here,
yeah.
and right on the same plane.
Right on the same line there.
On the same line, at a different angle, they come out.
Nice.
And when you, I was impressed with that.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it was really, really pretty.
Very
but
good.
the other thing he said was, it gets back to being efficiency and everything else. And he said, I've only made one of these chairs because I don't particularly like the sculpting of it. The work of sculpting something.
Now, when he says that, he's talking about the work of the sculpting and probably not the outcome. He likes the lines, but doesn't like the work.
Yes. The margins, the profitable margins of work.
Yeah, and you know what that means is probably more work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so as margins get small, it's not profitable enough for him to make a living at it. So it was pretty
funny,
interesting.
It all boils down to there's some equation.
Hide glue on. The sizing phone puts the hide glue on, and that also acts as a lubricant, so you're not losing it as you're getting it in the joint.
How interesting!
It was pretty cool.
Very good.
Yeah, it was pretty.
So was that
stuff like that.
Hour session, or how long was that session?
It was too short. No. No. I'd say I don't know what it was. Maybe an hour and 15, hour and a half.
Probably went by.
But it was.
Though.
It was good. I liked it because you had to, as you're sitting there, you had to flip things around in your head, and he's drawing on a whiteboard, and you've got to kind of stay with him as far as he is, because he's not. I don't know how to explain this, but as he's drawing, you have to pick up that that's a top view, not a side view.
I follow you. Yes, yeah, okay.
So you'd hear, he'd make a drawing on the whiteboard, and you'd hear little mumblings in the group,
Like,
and they're basically saying,
what view?
Is that? What view? Yeah, So it was kind of fun. I got a kick out of it. I had a good time in that one.
It's like being in school.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
Very good.
And then, you know what the other thing was? I saw Chuck.
Oh, good. How did that go? He made it.
Oh man, it was. We've never met each other. We've never seen each other.
Right.
Calls up on the phone. He says, "Meet me on the corner at such and such." As soon as you saw each other, and this is something that's hard, and this isn't just happening to me and Chuck.
Right.
This is happening to everybody here, and that's one of the things that can't be lost.
You're seeing the connection.
You're seeing the connection of the internet to this conference.
Yeah, it's powerful.
And it is, and we neither one of us have ever met each other, and we made eye contact, and we knew immediately who each other was.
Right.
And it was really cool. Yeah, and he had been here before.